September 25th, the new Fox Tuesday kicks off with New Girl's new season. Then welcome Ben and Kate.
Stay away from my sister before you find out what 6 years of Krav Maga feels like. Well, like year and a half plus like 4 years on and off I was traveling.
Followed by another all-new New Girl.
What am I looking at here? Pure, unadulterated friendship.
And the Mindy Project.
Can't believe you're tattling.
Tattling is when a little girl does it, okay? When a hot woman does it, it's called whistleblowing.
The new Fox Tuesday, premieres September 25th on Fox.
You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, King Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AfterBuzz TV's WWE SmackDown After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's WWE SmackDown After Show.
Oh, no music.
Where's the music?
Where's the music?
Where is the music?
Oh, sing.
There it is.
Now I'm getting.
Yeah, there's almost a
I'm getting
problem
revved
there.
up.
There we go.
We have to cue the music.
Must have the music. Yeah. Now that we have it, we can't not have it.
Nudge him. He's falling asleep.
Oh, whoa, what
Smack
happened? I missed my monster today. Yeah.
You didn't have your tiger milk bars?
No, I did. Actually, I really honestly had a tiger milk. I stopped at 7-Eleven on the way here, ate a king-size tiger milk bar.
I don't like
I'm
those.
fired up now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me start this show, please, and just be quiet, Shannon.
Okay, yes,
I'm Ric
sir.
Drasin, and you're not.
You're right.
That is very true.
Do you know what Bing is?
Thank
Do you know
God
what
there's
Bing
only
is?
one.
I do. I know who Bing is.
Who is Bing? Not Bing Crosby.
You mean the man, Steve Bing?
No, we're talking about Bing.com.
Oh, Bing.com. Sorry.
We use Bing.com here, don't
Okay.
we?
Yeah, 'cause Bing is for
Bing.com. I
doing.
love
It's for
Bing.com
doing.
and
Yeah.
Steve Bing. I didn't know which Bing you meant. Bing,
Okay.
Bing.
Well, we have.
Sorry.
I'm going to introduce our guest first because she is an actress. She's a model. She's a host. Her dad is a country singer, and I'm from a country town, Bakersfield, and I play country
that's
guitar.
right.
And you toured with Lionel Richie,
I did. I opened for him.
and you've done many
wow.
magazine covers,
Yes.
and now you're sitting next to the Rick.
I know it. I'm so excited.
Is this the most exciting thing you've ever done?
No, beyond.
Okay.
Beyond. Because last time I met him, he showed me a few wrestling moves.
I did.
Serious. Yeah.
Look, Rick's getting red in the face. Look
Get
at
down. Yeah.
I am not speechless.
it. Yeah.
I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, I don't think you ever
Well,
are.
anyway, let me introduce Brenda Epperson, who's just, you're one of the nicest people I've ever met.
Oh, come on.
You are.
Seriously? Oh, I love him.
And I wish I had your hair. I used to have your hair. And then we had the earthquake, and I jumped out of bed, and my hair stayed there.
And your finger.
No, I won't talk about that.
Yeah.
I can't even curl my hair with my finger anymore.
Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome.
You're adorable.
Yes,
Thank
I
you
am.
so much for having me on the
Thank you
show.
so- you can say
I
more.
love your show. Love
Thank you.
Bing, AfterBuzz TV. Woo!
Thanks for doing.
And then we have Ryan Clum
Back.
back.
We were both gone last week.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
Right.
We had a whole different crew last week.
We did.
I heard it was everybody was like people were they stopped listening. They're like that
want-
really handsome guy and the guy that sits next to him. I'm the guy that
Yeah.
sits next to him.
Yeah.
Well, they
No,
were.
you normally sit next to me.
Yeah, I know.
They
That's
were
why
upset
they said that.
WWE superstar Heath Slater wasn't there
Yeah,
last
that's right.
week. So
Right.
That's funny because someone just commented on Facebook. They saw a picture of Arnold and me, and they said, "I see Rick, but who's the guy he's with?"
oh, shut
Swear
up.
to God,
really?
I swear to God, someone
my
put that on
gosh.
there.
That's funny.
I know.
Wow.
So that happens, and then we have one half of the, or 1/3 of the Shannon twins,
right.
Or I thought it was
the Ballard
2/3.
twins. No, he's lost points this week.
Oh, has he?
yeah,
I have.
yeah.
Has Shane gotten bigger? Is that what?
No, you just haven't been texting me back. You know, you text me at 12:30 in the morning,
Well, I missed you.
and I answer you.
I know.
gosh.
You know, he sent me a
does.
picture. I have a flip phone, and I can only take
Yes.
so much. So he just sent me a picture. Like I opened it, and there was nothing there. I was like, oh well. I don't know how to respond to this. I don't want to say.
No. I did not send you a picture. You sent me an idea for someone to have on the show that wasn't related to wrestling. It was 12:30, and I was watching.
You were up.
I was watching a movie. I was watching Chasing Amy.
Well,
yeah,
remember,
great
Rick?
movie.
I was actually
For the third time.
For the third time.
I was actually in your bedroom when I texted you. Like I was like, come back to bed.
Were you at the window?
You don't do
peeking
you
in?
don't do that in my house. I have spirits, and I hear noises all night long. And I hover in a corner with a blanket.
I believe it.
I do.
Yeah.
I'm scared to death. My dog hides behind me.
You need a bigger dog.
All right, listen. I want to. We're going to start this, but I want to talk to Brenda alone. In the other room.
You guys forgot it's glasses day
room.
today.
Get out of
glasses day today.
Oh, is it glasses day today?
Glasses
are we
day.
supposed
No,
to?
I left mine in the car. I'm sorry.
Did you
Do
bring
you
your
have yours?
glasses?
Oh,
Yeah.
God,
Yeah. You didn't get the memo, right?
Oh, you didn't get the
loop.
memo?
I didn't think I needed them.
Well,
'Cause
obviously you were wrong.
But mine are 4D. They're going to go with my new iPhone 5, which I just ordered.
Wow, I
I know,
don't
I'm
know. I
so
even know what that
jealous.
is.
Did you just-
I was going to order an iPhone because mine broke, as you saw earlier.
Yeah, that's pretty.
It's
pathetic.
pretty, yeah, it's nasty. But I'm going to be like you, Rick. I'm going to order an iPhone.
You do it.
Doing it.
Don't charge it to me though.
Well,
Can I do it through Bing?
We're
Yeah, do
6
it
minutes
Bing.
in and we haven't talked about wrestling at all
We're
yet.
going to get
so
into
we
it right
should
now,
probably
but
get
we're
into
going
it.
to do that. But the reason I even want to stop for 1 second, this is really new to Brenda because she's
Yes.
not a wrestling fan,
Right.
And she does her research on everything outside of what she does, so she comes knowledgeable to the table.
Yes.
And so this is going to be kind of a new event for her to call the matches and figure out what we're doing. So we're going to
Right.
have to explain to her as we go along what SmackDown is and how the matches work, because it's good to have an outsider's point of view. We have our own point of view. I have my own point of view for sure. And so this is what we have to do. Okay?
But I must say I've watched wrestling because I love wrestling.
Okay, so let's begin.
Okay. Let's do it.
Ryan, you can lead off, my buddy.
All right. So we started off with a big opening promo with Alberto Del Rio, Rodriguez, and David Otunga were both all in the ring, with Otunga and Rodriguez both with
Their neck braces?
neck braces on
Well,
because
it's
they
just
had been
the
taking the bro
16th
kicks.
time they've actually started the show with a promo.
Not only the 16th
16th.
time, but the promo was 16 minutes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I actually liked this a little better than some of them. Like, I usually complain about this. I actually kind of liked this one because I thought it was interesting because Christian then came in. It was a whole kind of
Yes.
thing about should the bro kick be illegal, and they brought Christian in, who's a baby face.
Right.
And I really liked that.
I like
thought
when
that
they
was
cut him off.
interesting. I loved that.
Do you understand what the Brogue Kick is? And why they're
No,
doing it?
I don't. But can I say shout out to my sister? She finally clicked on.
Yeah, tell her to click on.
Hi, Deb. Love
Okay.
you.
And watch out for the Brogue Kick.
Okay, tell me. Show me. Can you
Sheamus
show
has
me?
a kick. No,
Okay.
I can't get up and kick it.
It's a
But you can
bicycle
do it.
kick to the face.
It's a bicycle kick to the face, and they're trying to outlaw it because two guys are in neck braces because of it.
It's like a Billy Blank thing.
Well, it could be. But a kick is a kick, and in wrestling, anything goes. So I don't think that it should be outlawed, but they do, and they're doing
Yeah.
a big promo on how it should be. And then Christian comes in, and after the big explanation, decides that it shouldn't be.
Yeah, and he says, he thinks it should
But
be outlawed.
He continues to try and save face, and they just cut him off, which
Yeah.
I
Cut
thought
him
that
off.
was
It
brilliant.
was great. Yeah.
See, wrestling has promos that are lead-ins to matches and continuing storylines down the road.
Right.
And this is a storyline like anything
Right.
else, like a soap opera. And so this kick is a big issue right now. Should they have it? Should they not? And by Christian going in and saying they should, then they cut him off. They didn't want to hear it because they don't want to hear the bad news.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
That was very clever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Daniel Bryan came down.
Then Daniel came down.
And he said that he was basically getting his rematch against Sheamus from WrestleMania tonight, and it wasn't because the bro kick was outlawed. That's not the reason he was doing it, but obviously it was.
Yeah.
I like his
that's
hair.
what they're hinting at.
I like Sheamus's hair.
Do you?
I do. That red.
Oh, Sheamus came down afterwards. But,
Oh, okay.
We can go red with you.
Yeah, good. That'd be interesting.
But yeah, so then Sheamus came down and pulled off Otunga's neck brace. Well, actually, I guess he clotheslined him off the top rope because
Yeah.
he can't.
He gave me inverted slingshot.
Is that what that's called?
I don't know.
Oh, it is now.
All I
Yeah.
know is it was a long promo.
It was a long promo, but it kind of accomplished something. I feel a little bit about it did build into that whole bro kick being illegal, and so I thought it actually was justified a little bit for storyline purposes, which I don't usually like. Usually I'm like, they do 15 minutes, it could be done in 3 or 4.
Right.
This I was okay with.
Don't forget
I
about
didn't get
Ricardo
tired.
Rodriguez and his little chihuahua.
Oh, that was funny. Yeah, that was funny. Was it Chihuahua Pico? You said?
Yeah,
or-
Pico.
Pico de
I didn't see
Gallo.
that.
Yeah. Rodriguez just did a little thing. He was crying.
I saw that.
Yeah. That's what it was. And you talked about his dog Pico.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah. No, I didn't. I thought you brought the dog
Pico.
on.
No.
But now they've got another problem.
What's that?
He has a new finish. He doesn't do the
Texas Cloverleaf.
He doesn't do the kick anymore. He does a Cloverleaf, and so they're all looking at it like, he's not going to kick me, but he's going to do this, and they're going to try and do something with that. I'm sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're obviously trying to develop a finisher for him. It seems most of the top guys these days have a finisher that you can pin somebody, and now a finishing submission hold as well.
Right.
That's kind of new in the last few years. So they probably wanted to give him his finishing submission hold.
I understand that, but that's not my point.
Right.
Right.
What's your point?
Point is that they want him out of the business no matter what.
Right.
They want him off the charts. So if they get rid of the kick, they figure they got him out of the show. But if he comes up with a new finishing move, well, they got to figure out how to get that off as well.
Yeah.
Then he has to come up with a third one. They'll figure, he's got now a third one. It's like never running out of bullets. Well, he'll never run out of bullets, so they can't get rid of him.
Right.
That's the way I see it.
Yeah. I don't see them going that way with this finisher hold, that they're going to just keep trying to ban all these different holds.
I'm starting to veer towards Ric's direction, and not only because he's
I'm not saying that it's not good, but I don't see that being where they're going. I don't know.
Well, thank you.
Is he the only one doing it? Nobody else is
He's the only
copying
one
him
right
doing
now.
it? Nobody else is copying him.
He's on
doing
the
it?
carpet right now.
Yeah.
So they're going to aim it at him. Well, I don't know. I mean, you're entitled to your opinion as long as it doesn't agree with mine.
No, I mean, I think that would be a great way to go with it, and I think it's a great story, but I just don't see those writers going that way. I don't think that's where they're going with it.
No? Where do you think they're going with it?
I think this is about where it's going. I think it's just building to this match. It's
kind of fizzling out.
And yeah, it's going to fizzle out, and they're eventually, I think, going to bring the Brogue Kick back. I mean, I think that's where they're eventually going to, and they're kind of using this to help bring his new Texas Cloverleaf out.
I mean, in reality, it's not a dangerous move. It's just part of the.
Well, of course not.
Yeah, and I mean, Test used to do that. There's
a lot more dangerous moves than that.
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
But okay.
Yeah, I know.
Then we went on to Miz versus Sin Cara.
Okay, I have definite feelings about that match.
Okay, and let me just preface this. That match I was just reading about this morning was heavily, heavily edited. They said that this was probably the botchiest match Sin Cara's ever had.
Yeah.
So, it sounds like a lot of this was edited out. There was a lot of probably his offensive moves that were edited out because he botched everything.
Did you watch that match, Brenda?
I didn't. No, that one I didn't catch.
Okay. Well, don't worry.
The rumors are that after this match, Sin Cara, they couldn't find him in the back, and he was seen walking off, shaking his head because it did not go very well, I guess.
Well, that's my point.
It was really edited.
It was really choppy, and I couldn't follow it, and it was mostly lucha, completely. Lucha is Mexican style.
Yeah.
Well, there's almost no offense for Sin Cara in this. It was almost all.
He's masked. He's a Mexican
well,
wrestler.
I like that they started with the heat. They actually started the match with the heat.
Yeah.
He just started, but that could have been edited.
It was edited.
I don't know, but
I know
it was edited.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the beginning of Sin Cara's opening stuff probably got edited out. So that's why it just went right into offense with The Miz.
I like Sin Cara's outfits. You gotta love his outfits.
Yeah, and he likes his yellow light.
Come on.
I can't. Yeah, I don't like that lighting.
You don't like it?
Yeah, no. I wonder where they're gonna go with him. I mean, he's a lucha that has no personality. Rey Mysterio has a personality. We know who he is. We see his face a little bit.
Sin Cara doesn't even talk.
He doesn't talk.
Yeah, that's true.
All he is moves, and it hasn't really, especially since he's been back from injury, he hasn't been the same. So he needs to evolve big time, or else I don't know how much longer Sin Cara is going to be really that interesting to be on TV.
What was he, Mystico and
Hunchico?
Hunchico?
Look at that.
Mystico and Hunchico?
Wow.
Mystico.
That was
Mystico,
impressive.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Thank you.
Yeah, he was actually in Mexico.
Yeah,
he was very touted. He was
right.
a very
But he didn't
good
debut
wrestler.
here till 2011, right?
Wow.
Somewhere around there, 2010,
She knows more than we do.
I know.
April.
She could do. Yeah,
April.
that was really
Rick.
good. Did you do some research?
Rick, I think your job's in jeopardy there. I think you'll be actually switched. You'll be in Rick's seat next week.
I'm gonna get a blonde wig.
But I like his mask. His costume's kind of cool.
No,
but
that's all cool.
But you're right. He doesn't really.
They need to
talk.
evolve him.
Yeah.
Yeah, desperately.
I don't see, I think the Miz would be able to base him for his moves. I don't know. Maybe he just didn't want to, or maybe it was Sin Cara that. I mean, I would have to actually see all the botched spots to see.
Yeah.
And he's known for botching spots.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not something new. He botches spots.
That's a nice terminology. I just think make a T-shirt. I botch spots.
I botch spots.
Whatever that means. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
I don't
different.
know. I mean, those are the stuff he does is crazy. So I mean,
Yeah.
it's high risk and it's harder to do.
No, you're putting a lucha wrestler with American style wrestler, and they don't always work together. It's just
Makes
like
sense.
2 different languages.
Yeah.
Right. Makes sense.
Literally.
I would say
Yeah.
literally, yeah. Oh,
Very much so.
lunch. Good one.
Well, with that, I'm going to Starbucks. I'll see you guys.
So just quickly before we go into iTunes here, after that there was a interview with Matt Striker, and they
Wait,
all.
what
kind
about
of,
the finish? Nobody talked about actually Sin Cara went over on the
Yes,
Intercontinental
that's actually
Champion.
good.
You
You're
guys-
right.
That's unusual.
Yeah.
He actually won the match.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Clean.
who else? I think all the other guys have gone over Miz recently as well, right? And I think that's kind of the thing. They all have a reason now
Yeah.
to go in and wrestle Miz for the titles because they're going to have a fatal 4-way.
Is that why?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Which we find out right after that. They go into the interview with Matt Striker and they do that, which I think it was really funny when Sin Cara walked in and he just pointed. And
popped
Cody
big.
Rhodes
He's
goes, "You don't get anything for pointing." Yeah.
Pointing.
He doesn't talk.
I thought,
Right,
I
but
thought-
he doesn't talk. What else is he
yeah,
gonna do?
Cody Rhodes. That was the most animated I've actually seen him. He I was laughing at that one.
Yeah.
that was funny.
Cody's facial expressions there, just he's like, "What? You're pointing?"
Yeah,
It was really
I think
funny.
I don't think that was like scripted. I think just that on the fly he pulled that out.
That's
which
what it
was
felt
good.
like.
How tall is Matt Striker? He looks like he's about 5'4".
I think about 5'6",
Yeah.
5'7".
Not over 5'6",
Wow.
right?
He's not very
He's
tall.
not very tall.
Yeah, he got a job because he got fired from his teaching job for wrestling. You remember that?
I do.
Yeah, he was he made national news where I think he skip a teaching job or something where he took a day off to go wrestle a wrestling match and they found out and they fired him,
Yeah.
and then WWE hired him when that made national news.
Yeah.
You can't fire teachers.
No.
No, I mean, just so a day off.
Yeah.
There aren't enough of
Yeah.
them.
And he
Not
obviously
good ones.
started as a wrestler, but you know, I've never really seen him work. But they moved him. He's got a pretty good announcing gig
He's
there.
did a great job
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, really good job.
Brendan and I will take that, won't we?
Totally. He could get lifts for his height, you know. He could put
He
some
could.
lifts
I have
in
him on
those
right now.
boots. I know
I have
you
him on
do.
my chair so I can sit taller than you.
That's right. He told me to shrink.
iTunes. So quickly, we are on iTunes. That is one of the places you can listen to our show. And if you could go on and rate and comment, we would love that because
Yes.
that is, since we do this for free, we love hearing from you
See how he
guys.
stares at me?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Very lovingly. Too.
Yeah. So
no
so
Heath
please go to
Slater.
iTunes.
Do you listen to iTunes?
No, Heath Slater.
Do I what?
Listen to iTunes?
comment,
Of
so-
course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you listening to me?
I'm listening to you.
Okay,
I'm on
fine.
iTunes all the time.
Okay.
Love it. I'm going to check you guys out.
Do you have songs
Yes.
on iTunes?
I do. I have songs on iTunes.
Oh,
yeah.
see, I knew that too.
Hey, I have an
See?
iPod.
You do? Oh, you're good. Is it a flip iPod?
No, it's one of those little tiny square ones.
Oh, the iPod
the-
Shuffle.
Yeah.
The little, yeah.
I was telling Rick I still have the portable CD player with the big headphones, and sometimes when I go in the gym, I
Yeah,
love
of
I
course you
rock
do.
that.
That is, you
On the
rock
cardio.
that. That's
Yeah.
so
Sometimes though
great.
the CD will skip while I'm running. I haven't
You
figured
think?
out how to figure. I'm working on that.
Okay, let us
Yeah.
know when you get that.
He's old school.
Yeah.
Totally.
All right, now we have the anger management session.
Yeah, they did the kind of
Did you see that?
they did the recap and
Yes.
then that one with Dr. Shelby, which it sounds like they may be bringing Dr. Shelby back a couple times. There's a
I think
rumor
he's
he
a
may-
worker or something, isn't he?
No, he's an actor. He's
Oh,
been
he's
on
an
like
actor?
CSI Miami, and he's been I forget what else. I read a whole bunch of stuff, but he's been in a lot of stuff, and he may actually, I guess, accompany them to the ring tonight at Night of Champions. is
He's
the
got
rumor.
He's got a good gig there.
Yeah, not bad. I mean, yeah.
No.
And it's a good use of an actor as opposed to a bad use of an actor that we see on TNA
Yeah.
with the Claire Lynch and the
Oh, we can't talk
pregnancy
about
thing.
that.
Oh, I still do. I don't care. But it's a good use of that. And then they had a new kind of anger management session with the balls.
Yeah.
With Kane's ball is obviously bigger than Daniel Bryan's.
That was funny.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
Yeah. Those little sessions are starting
They
to be
work
real.
well together. Those two.
They do.
I think
do.
they're really funny.
Yeah.
Those segments. I'm not always a huge fan of the scripted stuff because sometimes it's just not funny.
Sometimes it's not funny at
Yeah.
all.
Right.
They did something tonight too that wasn't funny. I don't remember what it was, but I know I watched it and their comment was like really stupid.
It
Yeah.
is pretty predictable though, as they have done this before in the past.
Yeah.
WWE. So it's very predictable where it's going. I could tell you, but I don't want to ruin it
Yeah.
for you.
But
Well,
I still like it. I
it's-
mean,
it's similar to the skits that the Glow Girls used to do.
yeah. I mean, I know. They've got the new.
Do you know what I'm
what's that
talking
movie?
about?
The Gold Girl skits. Yeah, absolutely.
They used to have the skits in between the wrestling, and they were like
Oh,
stupid
totally.
skits. Are you smarter than a 12th grader type of thing? Are you smarter
Yeah.
than a wrestler type of thing?
Yeah.
Just do it for entertainment.
I like the Hollywood.
I know.
Some of it works and some of it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's like Saturday Night Live.
And I mean, I understand they're going
Some
back
skits
to
work.
something they've done before, but it's like, the new Red Dawn is coming out, and just because I saw the old Red Dawn doesn't mean I'm not going to go see this new one. So
Wait, the Red Dawn,
there's
new Red
remakes.
Dawn's coming out?
Yeah, new Red Dawn's coming out very soon.
Well, who's in it?
Thor, I think. The guy who plays Thor is in
Yeah,
it.
it's great.
Yeah, it was actually
So
shot
great.
a long time ago, but I could get into movies.
how could
and
you do
that's
that?
a whole different thing.
I don't know, but I went to Don Jose for Mexican food. Was
Oh,
that the
you
same
did?
thing? The same thing? Red Don Jose?
Pretty close.
Red Dawn.
Yeah. Red-
All right, so now we've got the Kane versus Kofi Kingston.
Kane versus Kofi Kingston.
Did you watch that one?
Yeah, Kofi, he's got a great smile.
So
I
does
like his
Kane.
smile. I like him.
Kofi's pretty good.
He's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, his athleticism is.
He's amazing.
The most athletic guy in the company. Yeah,
It's
he's
funny
incredible.
because I was like, wow, this guy's tremendous, right?
Yeah,
it really is.
he seems to launch himself into the air just by
Yeah.
like tapping one toe off the ground.
Yeah,
just
he's-
flies. It's amazing to
It
watch.
is.
There's no joint problems with
Yeah,
him.
no.
Not yet.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know,
Oh,
right?
wow.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Scary though.
Kick Rick out of there. I'm sitting over there now.
But,
Just getting ready. He's getting mad. Look at him.
I thought the end of this was fun with Dr. Shelby coming out at the end and
Yeah.
making Kane go back, and he picks Kofi up, and the look on Kofi's face,
Yeah.
he was terrified, and then he gives him
Then he
the,
give a big
the
hug.
hug, which
Right,
right,
we
right.
saw that coming, but
Now here's my wrestling side coming out. Like, you want to build between Kane and Daniels and Kofi Kingston and who's his partner?
R-Truth.
R-Truth, that's right. Because they're the champions, right?
Right.
So you want to build that, and then Kane just like demolishes him. It's like it kind of
Yeah.
jobbed out where it doesn't
Kofi.
make you excited for it because you
Right.
know what's going to happen.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And if
You
anybody
know.
needs a mask, to me, I think it's Kane.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's the one that needs to be wearing the mask.
Well, he's had several masks. I mean,
Yeah.
these
I
are like...
mean, oof,
Well, Rick has
Several
told me
levels of
that
mass.
several
Scary.
times, but you know,
scary. I mean, what, 300 something pounds? 320?
Something like that.
Easily. He used,
Yeah.
he used to come to Gold's Gym.
Did he really?
Kane's
He's not very old.
No.
Kane, yeah, early 40s maybe.
Oh, he's not even that.
Kane? Oh, I think he's somewhere up
huge.
there.
Well, not when I
And
saw him.
age?
Well, maybe he was
Age-wise?
like 30 when I saw him.
Yeah, probably back then, but yeah, I mean, he's been in the WWE.
He was probably 30 back then sometime.
Yeah.
Probably because he's been in the WWE since the mid '90s. You know, he was Isaac Yankem, and I mean, he's been Kane for a long time,
Yeah.
12 years or so.
Very
as Kane.
intelligent guy.
Yeah, very very smart guy.
Yeah.
libertarian.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So, just like Val Venus,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, that's another one. Yes, the hug at the end was cute.
Yeah. So
Did,
that
you
was
just say cute?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he
liked
did say
it. It's
cute.
cute.
I did say cute.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
Cute.
My
Real
es-
men say cute.
That's right.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
my estrogen's just a little bit high.
Hey, you're
today.
the one that was talking about Pete Girl's outfits a couple weeks ago.
Whose outfit? Oh, well, yeah. it's-
Eve's outfit.
Well, the thing was, I was watching it with my niece, and she was like, "That is the worst outfit." So I wrote that in my notes. So
But it's the worst
Yeah.
outfit,
Who?
right?
my niece,
Well, no, what outfit?
I was one of the
Oh,
girls.
the Eve, remember?
Well, I brought
that-
that up. I
Yeah.
told you.
Yeah.
This is,
He didn't.
no, this is a few weeks ago. We were talking about Eve Torres, who's a beautiful woman.
She is
Yeah.
And
beautiful.
she
Terrible
comes on
outfit.
with this dress, and we were talking about it. I
It
said,
looked
I
like a
hate
potato sack.
I hate to be feminine, but I was watching. I said the dress did nothing for her.
Right, what are
it
you
did
wearing?
nothing for her. I mean, we know how to dress, don't we?
That's right.
Okay.
Rick, good call.
I have to buy designer jeans to take to Vegas, and
come
the
on.
cheapest I found at Gap was $90. I'm not paying $90. I paid $3.95 for Levi's in high school. Why would I pay $90?
Wow, because of inflation.
That was 1946.
Yeah, I mean that's actually
You
cheap
can't
now
find
for
'em.
for jeans. Yeah, I mean I
like
see pants
$90
for like $350 and $400.
Well, they better fit right at $90.
Yeah, they
He's
better-
old school.
Yeah, they better
with
fit
his
right.
Levi's.
They should make them around you for $90, huh?
I know.
They should have somebody make them for you, right? It's true.
Okay, we had Orton Striker promo.
Yeah, it's just I guess a quick little interview.
Well, that's where I saw the difference in height.
Oh yeah,
Striker and Orton was like night and day.
Because Orton's like 6'4", I think.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
he's a tall
6'3".
guy, 6'3".
Yeah.
You know, I listen to him and I've watched him evolve over the years. He's really good. He's just really old school, and he's a lot like his dad and people like that. When he's on the mic, he's very believable. I really like him. I think
Yeah.
he's become a really seasoned wrestler and very good at his promos.
Yeah,
You
most
can really
definitely.
tell the difference of ones that, like
Yes.
you said, are more seasoned than the
Totally.
one that.
Yeah.
I know you either have
that it factor
Yeah, you
and-
either have it or you don't. Because
Yeah.
otherwise, you know, I watched some of the promos and I was like, oh, that was really not so good.
It's weird when you say it, because when I was a kid, I saw this movie called It.
I remember it. Stephen King's It.
It?
It?
Yeah. I mean, it's like, kind of scared me.
Is
Yeah.
it?
And when you say you have it, I don't know.
Yeah, you don't want it?
I don't know.
Okay, we don't know if you want it.
Oh, we have to have it.
There's a good it, too.
Yeah, that's true.
So we went into Orton versus Tensai.
Okay.
After that,
Right.
I like that match.
Yeah.
I did too. I liked that, and I really liked. I actually liked the finish because it was kind of a
Well,
mistake.
why are you going all the way to the finish? We
Okay.
It's like we've got to start with the beginning and go.
Okay.
work
Tell
our
you
way
why,
there.
because he reads Hebrew. He always starts at the end of the book.
Yeah.
And goes backwards.
Yeah. Or Japanese.
Okay,
anime.
then you can start with the beginning, and we'll go
I
with
just
this.
think that was the best match of the night. Mm-hmm. And I'll tell you why after you tell me why.
This is
No,
the test.
go ahead. I just wanna
Because
go about the finish.
it was pretty much old school, the way
Right.
they ran it. Mm-hmm. The psychology behind it was old school. And the moves and the kicks and all that kind of stuff. I mean, it was just good.
They
It
were
was good.
countering. They
Yeah.
count
It was.
like in the beginning. There were all the counters where it took a lot just to get a punch in or
Yes.
just to get a kick in. They kept blocking and blocking and blocking, and that was really good.
Yeah, just to finally get a knee drop. I think it
Exactly,
was a
yeah.
lot. Yeah,
Yeah,
it took a
they
couple minutes
worked
to get to it.
they worked to get the hold. Like I say, working to get a hold. Actually, people will appreciate it more, and I sure did. And Tensai, every strike he does, everything means something. When he
It
kicks,
does.
when he punches, he screams.
He has his own
It's
sound
like-
effects.
Yeah.
He's huge.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
So he takes little things like punches and kicks and makes every single one mean something.
Everything. He's gone through a lot of changes in names
Yeah.
and characters throughout the years. His name's Matt Bloom, right?
Matt Bloom, yeah.
I've seen him on
From
commercial
Salem,
auditions.
Massachusetts.
But he's and then he went to Japan for quite a while,
And was Giant Bernard there.
Yeah.
and that's where he developed more of his skills, I believe.
Right.
Really nice guy. Lives in Arizona, I believe.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, I'm moving there too, by the way.
Oh, really?
My parents are going to move there.
I'm gonna, I have nowhere else to go. So
tomorrow.
Arizona. I threw a dart at map, hit Arizona. That's where I'm going.
No, Rick's not leaving. I've
What would you
I've
do
been to
without
Rick's
Rick?
place, yeah.
What
I
would we
can't-
do
he's
without
not going
Rick?
I
anywhere.
can't leave my Ponderosa. I've got too many things at home.
That's right.
But
Did you guys see Randy Orton sold something with his face so well? Facial expressions. That's what I'm very big on.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna just take a tiny step back. Like on the indie wrestling scene, everybody they get in a hold and they put their head down. They don't know
Right.
what they're doing.
That's-
When the camera's on you and it's focusing on your face, and they don't know when they're doing a close up. When you're in,
Right, that's what I'm saying. They don't know,
they
right?
Don't
'Cause
know.
they're- yeah, you
so
can't
they
possibly
just
know.
have to do it, and they have to do it as it happens, and
Right.
like Randy Orton put his face up and he was selling, I think it was like the nerve hold that he
Oh,
had
yeah,
him in.
yeah.
And I was like, wow, like he really, like it was very believable when he sold
And
it.
that was an old school
just
hold,
using
too.
his
Yes,
face
it was
to
an old
sell.
Right.
But
Yeah.
Shane. Shane or Shannon?
Oh wait,
Shannon.
Shane's here?
Shannon.
Oh.
Shane's
Which
your
one
brother.
is he?
Yeah, we're not, we're never
Right.
quite sure. They
Right.
switch in the middle of the.
Yeah, we evolve.
They switch in the middle of dates.
Yeah. Hey, we won't get into that.
That is old school, and
Yeah.
well, whether you got TV or not, you sell to the front row of that audience,
Right.
And you've got to show your face the whole time, and you
Yeah.
know this as well as acting and singing and everything else. When you go out and sing on stage, you
Right.
have to connect with that audience.
Totally,
And if you
totally.
don't have the eye and the face, and that, they're not going to believe anything you're doing.
It's true. Well, I think that's what distinguishes and defines the great wrestlers from
Yeah.
the really good wrestlers.
Or any entertainer.
Any entertainer, right? How the people respond
Right.
and how the audience,
Yeah.
because you can just tell. I
Right.
mean, because I grew up on Hulk Hogan, and you
did?
of course, Rick. I mean, I watched
You mean
him.
you were
and
standing on
he
him?
was just.
You said you grew up on him.
Well, no, I mean, I just grew up, watching him, and I mean, he was just so incredible with the audience,
Yeah,
and he
of
just
course.
really engaged everybody, and he was interesting. He was smart, and he
Yeah.
was interesting to listen to and talk to. He
Yeah.
wasn't just some guy. I just really appreciated that.
You're able to live vicariously through them.
Well, and you never knew what was
Yeah.
going to come out of their mouth, but it wasn't just something that it was cool. It was just
Yeah.
really cool and engaging, and that's really important.
Well, wrestling is one of the oldest live performances there is. It's
Yeah.
it's theater in the round.
Yeah, of
so when
course.
you're working, you're not just working
No,
there. You're
that's
working there. You're
right.
working all around you.
Exactly.
So you have to work your holds around so everybody sees
Right.
what's going on. Then when you're on TV, then you got to know where the camera is too.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So it's a lot to think about when you're out there.
Yeah.
And Orton pulled it off with
Yeah.
his facial expressions and
Yeah.
and Tensai with his holds and doing the old thing on the trap, the claw
yeah,
on the
you
trap.
never see that move anymore. I saw that. I was like, oh,
It's
I
like when
love
you
that
could
move.
He made
sit
it
there,
work.
yeah, you could sit there for countless amounts of seconds,
Right.
and keep everybody like entertained and focused on you because you're using your face to do it. I mean, that's
Yeah.
talent.
It is.
Yeah.
And many don't do that today.
Nope.
Yeah. And also, I'll just say quickly, I enjoyed the finish on
Yeah,
this with
very good.
Tensai almost making a mistake, which lost, where he
Right.
kind of got that big finisher, and then instead he went for the senton, which Orton, moved out of the way and then hit him with the RKO
well
instead
planned.
of going for the pin, which he should have. Which also I always complain about the announcing. But they didn't pick up on that. Back in the day, Gorilla Monsoon would have picked up on a mistake by Tensai. They're always talking about the matches, and they just kind of blew over that. You kind of had to pick up on that on your own.
But it was easy to see.
It was easy to see, but back in the day, they would point that out for you, and I miss that. I miss those.
That was my match of the night. I loved it.
Yeah, and Tensai has a very good way, even though he's this really enhancement talent. Of making himself into a contender where you never really know who's going to win the match. Yeah. And that's also a lost art where it's like nowadays you kind of know, but it's like,
you can kind of, you're right, you can kind of tell. That's interesting. I like that. That's a good point.
And then Vicky came out after that also.
Excuse me!
I loved that bit because it was kind of going to something we've seen a million times.
Yes.
And Orton was smartened up, and he was like, well, if you're there and he's not here, he's behind me.
Yeah.
And, he went right into his Viper pose.
Right.
And, Ziggler freaking out. And I thought that was great
That
because
was
you're
good.
always like, dummy, he's behind you.
Right.
And he got it that time.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed that. You
That was
don't
good.
usually see that.
No, that was good. But her voice, oh my God.
Yeah. I always do the excuse me. He gets all, like, he'll always do this.
No. My mom would call that a fish wife.
Why is that?
Because it's just naggy and yelly and just
Wait,
you
let's-
sound like a fish wife.
Let's hear your
Best booze of the night,
impersonation
though.
of the excuse me.
Excuse me.
Oh, now I got a whole different perceptive over here.
Yeah. That was pretty
Blew
good,
out my
actually.
voice.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, she's got to lose her voice by the end of the night.
Yeah.
Do I? Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Because you're
Rick's was in his.
screaming.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just wrenches your voice. Got nodules going up there at the throat.
I
and
can you
everything.
imagine?
Best heat of the night that the crowd goes crazy
Yeah,
booing
they
the
do.
minute she walks
Well,
out.
they do.
Excuse me. Boo.
Oh yeah, she's got it. She's over big time.
Yeah. She's great at it.
I was going to say something and I forgot what it was now. Oh, I know what. Tenzai's tattoos.
Okay. Which ones?
Did they change
The
this
fake
week?
ones or the real ones?
Well, the fake
Does
ones.
he have fake
Well,
ones?
the ones on his
All
head-
the things
on
up
his
his
face
head and
are all-
around.
I didn't know that.
Someone has to draw those on every time, and they have to
Come
match.
on.
Nope.
And they smear
Oh.
sometimes too.
Yeah, because with the sweat.
Yeah.
They have to
I
match
didn't know
perfectly.
that.
That guy,
Yeah.
he sweats so
Sneaky.
much, he sweats in the shower.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He's sweating right now.
It's a nice little tidbit.
Yeah, I think the one on the back of his head is fake, but everything on his body is real.
The body is real, yeah, but can
Oh,
you
okay, right.
imagine? It's like, I mean, who's going to run around telling it? Well, I do know guys with tattoos on their faces.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't imagine why they do that.
There are people who do it.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson.
Yeah. Well, there you
Yeah.
There's a guy actually today that tried to sell me incense that had tattoos on his face.
go. Did he really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you buy it?
No, but he did give me a free sample.
What, the tattoo or the incense?
A little of both. No, just the incense.
Are you from Canada, really?
Yes.
I can tell by your accent.
He's like both. Both.
Both.
Yeah, it came out.
Yeah, I
It
know.
definitely came out. Yeah.
Whoops.
Do we have a... Yes, we do. Guess
Oh
what-
yeah,
Guess
we
what
got
you get to do, Ryan?
a live or is Shannon gonna do
No,
that?
let's both do it at the same time.
Oh, I think that's
Fox.
a really bad idea.
Fox has a premiere, and beginning September 25th at 8 p.m.
Which is my birthday, by the way.
Oh, is it?
September,
oh, wow.
baby. Come on, me too.
When
High
was your
five.
birthday?
Oh,
9.
Mine is the 9th.
You lied.
I'll-
just had his birthday, yeah.
You want to see my
September
ID?
9th?
Wait, are you lying right
he's,
now?
He's for real.
Look at.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
my lost brother. Wait, are you kidding?
You and his
9,
twin brother.
9, 28?
Is this the triplet? Is this the?
Oh
the-
dear God!
Wow.
Look at his lips. He's pursed his lips. He's like,
He thinks he's sexy.
I know. Look at him.
I know.
Rick took that.
Why
picture.
did you purse your lips?
Because Rick.
All right.
My lips aren't pursed.
My
that
old,
was pic
my old
taken.
girlfriend, September 9th. I just sent her an email.
Are you serious?
Yep.
That was
we're good
taken.
people.
I've gone
Okay,
back
you
many,
can't
many
reach
years.
that.
I like
We'll just
how
leave it
here-
there.
I got long arms.
I'll leave it there.
Yeah.
I'll throw
Put
mine
your,
out.
put your cards on
That
the
is
table.
unbelievable. Happy
This is-
birthday!
well, happy birthday to you,
Happy
too.
birthday.
Oh, thank you.
Rick, when's your birthday? I don't want you to feel left out.
Yeah.
When's your birthday?
It's past.
Come on, Rick.
Today.
February?
July.
July. That's my mommy's birthday. Her
I
month.
opened my
That's a
wallet.
good
There's like
month.
nothing. in
We,
it,
we
no
should
money.
continue to talk about Fox
Yeah, I
here
was
because
gonna
this
say-
is our
sorry.
sponsor.
Oh,
Yes.
sorry.
Love them.
Sorry, that was my fault. I
Well,
started birthday
Well,
talk.
Don't let
what
that
you'll
happen
see on
again,
the
Ryan.
25th is you'll see the season premiere of New Girl.
New girl.
Yep.
New girl.
Then you will also see Ben and Kate.
Ben and Kate,
will
yeah.
be on there, and then Mindy.
The Mindy Project.
Yeah, the Mindy Project.
Yeah.
Those are all my favorite shows.
You guys do that well
Yeah,
together.
it's their brand new Tuesday night lineup.
Yes.
Oh,
So
yeah, for the
it
fall.
started at
And don't
8.
forget
the
that
fall,
is September 25th, starting at 8 p.m.
September 20th. I'm doing it.
I'm so there.
I'm
Yeah.
so there.
I'm not doing anything for my birthday. I'm just going to sit and watch
No,
Fox
I'll
all
watch
night.
that all night, but
day.
I'm going to have to record my Lifetime for Women, though, because I
Your
can't.
Lifetime for women.
I can't miss those movies.
No, that's right.
I used to do a show for Lifetime.
I like Lifetime for Women.
I did a show
like
called
Lifetime.
Merge with Lisa Rinna.
Did you?
Oh yeah. I know
Yeah.
Lisa. That's
Oh,
cool.
do you? Yeah.
She's a cool girl.
Yeah.
we did. She was the boyfriend that she was dating at the time was on The Young and the Restless. And
Oh, yeah. When I worked with her, she was far married. Just a few years ago.
Well,
So
speaking,
she's
yeah.
married
speaking
to
of
Harry.
lips,
Speaking of lips,
I
these
get-
are mine. They're real. Mine
should I
are
get
real.
mine done like that?
Should you get? Oh, come on!
Okay.
Don't leave her alone.
I saw her
Leave
at the mall last week, and I said, okay.
Did you say hi?
Who?
No. Okay.
Lisa.
Lisa Rinna.
Is that
Oh,
what
she
it is?
doesn't live too far from
Oh,
you.
Lisa
Yeah.
Rinna. She was on.
was
She was on a lot of things. Was she on Melrose Place? I think.
You know, she's doing
Melrose
that.
Place. I think she did General Hospital or something.
Yeah, I liked
Yeah,
her.
and she was
Day,
dating Peter, who was on The Young and the Restless. And you know, her new commercial is the Depends commercial.
I have
No,
those on right
really?
now.
Yeah,
Yes.
Rick wears
I wear those.
She's come out and she's the new, person who is promoting Depends.
I want to promote Depends.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Yes. You didn't. She was on the morning shows,
I did
everything.
not.
And she's like, I can rock these Depends on the red carpet.
You
in
know
a
you
little
really made
tight
it when you do
dress.
Depends.
Yeah.
But she's like trying to get leather Depends out, really hot, sassy looking.
I'm just going to do arthritis medications.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's like Rick's he's upset this morning because when he went to brush his teeth, this is the second time he's done it. He brushed them with Preparation H.
Ooh.
No, but I did brush them with tooth powder once when I was in the Army because you're supposed to use tooth powder, not
Right.
paste. And I went like this and I inhaled it in my lungs.
Oh, that's
my
not good.
That burned your
Wow.
esophagus right out.
That was horrible.
Yeah, that's not
I
good.
was-
Rick used to have a golden voice,
I
until that.
Yeah.
I had to call 912.
912.
It was an extreme emergency.
Yeah.
Well, you know, he was a singer in a band.
He was.
Yeah.
A heavy metal band.
Yeah.
No, it
I
wasn't
tried
heavy
to get him
metal.
to
Yeah, it
sing
was
for
a-
me. No, it was rock.
Country rock.
Yeah, it was country rock. And I tried to get him to sing for me, and he wouldn't do it.
Well,
Rick.
I'll
come on.
email-
Jeff
I'll
Tate
email
learned
you
from
one day.
him.
We should probably talk
Let's
wrestling
go.
Yeah,
again.
we should.
People are mad at us.
I don't
Okay,
care.
wrestling, I love it.
So Antonio Cesaro came out next and was outraged and told us how to say outraged in 5 different languages.
Yes.
Because he's angry that there's going to be a battle royal actually tonight here in the next couple hours.
I'd be
which
angry
the
too.
battle royal might be actually going on right now. The pre-show is about to start. And
I would
think
be
it's a
angry
pre-show.
too. I would be angry too. If I held a title and they were going to determine the contender by a battle royal, I'd be mad too.
But
Like
isn't,
legit.
but isn't a battle royal supposed to lead to something like a #1 contender?
Yeah,
Shouldn't
but-
there always be a prize for the battle royal?
Yeah, but nobody does battle royals anymore.
Well,
Except
that's okay then. It was old school bringing it back, right? I
don't know,
like
Rick.
battle royals.
they're easy. They're just a little bit of a
No.
dance and you're out of the ring.
And you get everybody gets to work on the pay-per-view.
You can't do much.
No, you can't
Punch
do
and
much,
kick.
but it's better to have a battle
People like
royal,
it,
get all
though.
those guys in, than have them sitting and not doing anything.
Yeah, we used to run around in battle royals. There'd be 10 or 15 guys like they do, and you just go up to a guy and hit him and talk to him a little bit, dance a little bit, and then go to
Right.
the next guy.
Yeah.
Right.
And like I used to tell them,
I was in the one last week.
I'd say, throw me out of the ring first. I had a reason for that because
Then-
I'd get to the showers and there'd be
Right.
hot water. Because if I'm the last
Oh,
one, the water's
that's
cold.
hysterical.
The water's cold. I'm not taking a cold shower.
Okay, but
We
I
don't
bet
have
then-
those problems in the Indies.
You know
so-
why? Because you
they
don't have showers.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh my gosh.
Exactly. All right.
Showers.
Where are we here? Oh,
We're talking
Ty-
about
Tyson Kidd.
Cesaro, and then Tyson Kidd
Cesaro,
comes
yeah.
out.
yeah. And then
Tyson Kidd comes out and gets taken out, and then the Funkasaurus comes down.
Funkasaurus.
And he took him out, and I thought Tyson Kidd was going to hit something on him from like a cool
I
top
did
rope
too.
move or something.
Yeah, it looked like he was going up there, and then
Yeah.
he came back down.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, they should have let him
I
shine
wonder-
a
I
little
wonder
bit
if they
there.
messed that up because
Yeah,
I thought that
Brodus
was
Clay's known. He's probably was supposed to do something and just forgot and started dancing and was like,
That's
"Oh, I'm
right.
in the way."
That's right, you trained Brodus, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know him. He's come down to Golds too.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
He's a real nice guy. He called me 20 times to come over and train in my ring, and every
Oh.
time I'd say maybe because I thought he was going to break my ring. He's so heavy.
Yeah.
And then he'd call me last. I can't go. He was bodyguarding Snoop Dogg,
Oh wow.
Yeah.
so he always had to get called out. But he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
That's cool.
He does his gimmick quite well. Like
Yeah.
he does a little thing with his head button, moves around like a dinosaur. That's why I guess they call him.
I love when everybody has a little gimmick. You can identify. Like John. I love that because it's a little. It just makes you a little different, sets you apart.
Do you have a gimmick?
No, I know. I'm like,
we have to get you one.
We're gonna get me a gimmick, guys. I need a gimmick.
How about a Hawaiian shirt gimmick day?
Well,
I like that shirt.
Well,
it's a Hawaiian shirt day. You didn't get the memo?
Look at.
I like that too.
And it's Hawaiian, and we're both September 9th.
Wow.
Back to
Favorite colors.
wrestling.
Wow.
Back to wrestling.
Okay, so we have Wade. What's going on with Wade?
Wade came out. Wade's back from injury.
Yeah.
And they've kind of changed him up a little bit. I like the fact that they're going to. He's got a background in bare knuckle boxing.
Right.
Back in England.
That's
so they're
crazy.
going and they're kind of playing on that now that they've brought him back.
Wait, bare knuckle
knuckle.
Bare knuckle fighting.
Fighting. It's like the cage wrestling.
Yeah, he's a bare knuckle fighter.
What do they
in
call
England.
it?
They actually have
Ultimate
that.
Fighting.
Ultimate
This
Fighting.
isn't like
it's
the
nuts.
1500s. So this actually
Yeah, no,
really
he
happened?
actually
yeah.
did some of that in his earlier life. Yeah.
Crazy.
His past life.
Yeah, back in the 1500s.
I can't believe his brain is still intact.
Well, I mean,
That's nuts.
and who knows? I mean, maybe he did it for a summer. And,
Yeah,
you know,
that's
they're
true.
built- I
Maybe
mean,
it's
it's
still something. To
Maybe
play
he
on.
read
Why
a
not?
book on it.
Yeah.
Right, but
You
I
gotta
mean,
work that
I know
angle.
he does have a legit background. He has done it, but
Yeah.
I did karate for a summer, and
Yeah,
I say I've done
right,
karate before.
You're
so
a black belt.
yeah,
Karate
exactly.
Kid. Knows Mr. Miyagi, your teacher.
Well,
Yeah.
hey, you want to go that far? He did boxing, but he boxed at Ralph Market when they used to take the groceries.
In the meat was it in the meat department.
Yeah.
I was
Good
actually at the
one.
Ralph's in Manhattan Beach yesterday. I was
Oh, wow.
my mom and I were there. We were looking for you in the meat department, but we didn't find you.
I know where that
You're with
one's
your
at.
mommy.
I know you do.
You should have
Yeah,
checked
she's
the
in town for my
You're
cousin's wedding.
sweet.
You should have checked the counter. He was boxing the groceries.
Yeah, I was boxing.
All right, so
So yeah, Wade basically said what somebody next week is gonna. I forget the exact wording, but it sounds like he's gonna attack
Get a
somebody
sample
next
or
week.
something.
Yeah,
like
get a
some sort of
sample.
sample.
It almost sounds like he's gonna jump somebody.
Oh.
Is what it sounds like to me.
we'll see.
Yeah. So
He might be like getting into cooking. He might actually just be bringing samples out to people.
it
Cookie
could be.
samples.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Cooking samples.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not urine samples. So.
No, that would be his
Yeah,
gynecologist.
the people probably would be using those there if they could.
I always try to leave one somewhere.
Or samples.
Okay, we're coming up to your thing now. We're trying to do
we
ladies'
had
My
night.
thing.
Caitlyn
My
versus
ladies.
Beth, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now I wondered when I watched this, and when I've watched the women wrestlers, have we ever had wardrobe malfunction?
Yes.
Like Janet Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had to have been. I haven't seen one. I couldn't. I didn't.
One time
I think they
was
I mean, that's
strap
gotta
themselves
be.
down,
Yeah.
but yeah, they I know girls have.
Because
and-
these girls throw down.
Yeah.
I walked in on a wardrobe malfunction one time. Trish, it was I was filming a SummerSlam commercial in LA, and I walked around the corner, and Trish was filming something where she was doing like a wet T-shirt thing with the hose. I was mesmerized. She's like, "It's okay, honey, you could watch."
You have it on camera?
Yeah, well, somebody was filming it for something.
stop.
Yeah,
I don't think
mean,
I've ever seen anything in the ring like that, though.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a
we-
SummerSlam commercial, right?
Yeah.
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 We're talking about.
No, because you wear. That's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, the
I just wanted
ring.
to
Like,
read-
wardrobe malfunction.
wasn't
in the
really a
ring. I don't think they
wardrobe
have
malfunction.
hoses in the ring, right?
No, wrestling
I just
gear.
wanted to
But
relive
it has
that.
happened.
That's
I
all.
know Lita has had them before, and I've seen girls interviewed talking about that. Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of them will like strap themselves down.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I was like, it's on TV and stuff, and that's going to be
Yeah.
hard to
They
edit out.
they have
so
tricks
got
to
it.
try to prevent that from happening.
Right.
What'd you think of the match?
I thought it was unbelievable. I
Did you
mean,
like
those
it?
girls are. I mean, who was it? Beth Phoenix. I
Yeah,
liked
she's
her.
amazing.
She's amazing.
Yeah, she used
I
to be
really
like
liked-
untouchable. Like they just kind of brought her down.
Yeah.
Like I mean, she at one time was like, "Oh, no one can touch her. She's like the queen, the glamazon."
Well,
but-
she broke her jaw in real life.
Did she?
I mean, yeah, I was reading about it. I mean, she had a serious, her jaw was broken, and then, she hit it hard and came back into the wrestling scene.
I had no idea.
Big. I was like, whoa.
Thank you, Brenda.
She's tough because,
she's
I mean,
great.
honestly, you get a major injury like that. I mean, and you go
It is
back
major.
to it.
Yeah.
I mean, I give her kudos for
lose
that.
a lot of weight doing that.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
definitely trying
Wait,
to
break
give,
my jaw! Break my jaw!
You don't need to lose weight.
Yeah.
They're definitely trying to give Caitlyn a big push here.
They are.
obviously. And,
She has a very pretty face, too,
Yeah.
Caitlyn.
Yeah, of course.
and she's got an
beautiful.
interesting physique. She's a
Like a
big,
body- she's a
strong girl.
bodybuilder.
Yeah.
Big girl.
Yeah.
Like a
Big
bodybuilder.
girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like more like power lifter type. Yeah.
She's big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're pushing her pretty hard.
But I thought the match was pretty.
I liked it.
I thought
I liked
it
it.
was
I did.
Beth making Caitlyn. I mean, Caitlyn I think is good, but she's obviously still green. I think you
I
can see
like Beth
some of
a
her
lot.
timing and her pacing's off a little bit, and she goes a little too fast. But,
There really is a rhythm to all of it. You
Yes.
can
Yeah.
see, and you see the ones that have been seasoned, like you said, and you see the ones that, just like you said,
Right.
are green, and
Yeah.
because there's a rhythm and the way, and the audience responds to certain rhythms.
Well, and
But
Beth
I think
is
they covered
seasoned,
it.
so
Yeah,
Yeah,
and they
that's what
covered
I'm
up a
saying.
lot of it.
She-
Beth was able to
She's really good.
really take the head of it.
She was very cool. I liked her.
You're
She's
doing
great
that a lot
fighter.
now with your matches, aren't you?
I'm trying to.
I mean, I'm really serious. You
yeah,
are.
I
Because you know where to lead somebody when they're not going your way.
yeah, yeah, definitely. Sometimes it's just like you're stupid. I'll take over. Fine.
I've seen you do it, and you're good at it.
Yeah,
That's
some,
cool.
yeah. Sometimes you
Good.
can get aggravated and do that, but
Stop
yeah.
twisting in the chair.
I know. I'm sorry. I'll stop.
I know. I was sitting here twisting. I was like, oh,
I know you
stop
were.
twisting. I know. You
I
should
twist,
kick me.
and my mom will be like, "You twist in your
But-
chair."
but
I
Brenda-
shake.
Mommy.
yeah.
Brenda, he sits there and twists in these stairs and goes like this at me.
Oh my god.
So I'm not quite sure how to
It's a
read
little
it.
All right,
scary.
Mr. Drasin.
My
Sometimes we
sister
cut 'em
loves the
blowing
show.
kisses.
She's been texting Deborah. She's like, "Oh, I love the show."
Oh, good.
And her boys, yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's a rockin' show.
Yeah.
But no twisting
No,
and
no.
no phones.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Are
no
we
flips.
down, are we down to
just-
Sheamus and Bryan?
Yeah, quickly.
Okay.
Also, I just want to mention, with these girls, they need to bring AJ back wrestling again.
Yeah.
I'm not really a big fan of her in the general manager position. She's a really good wrestler, and they need to bring her back to actually do some in-ring work, in my opinion.
And you know how I feel about AJ.
Oh yeah, she's a Facebook friend.
Yeah, I like
Is
her
she
a
the
lot.
one you dated?
No, I didn't
No.
date her.
Oh.
No.
it's
She's a
mine.
little older than what I want. I think she's 20.
Yeah,
But-
she's like 20. Yeah,
But
23.
in the GM position, I don't know if it's really working.
it isn't.
No, I think she's better in the ring for now. Mm-hmm. And her thing with Daniel Bryan was good too. They just that was good, but it's run its course.
They wanted to give her, I think, something big and almost push her, and I think that's what they thought was a good way to do it. But it's not working.
Right.
She's a wrestler.
Why do my elbows keep vibrating about every 20 seconds?
I don't know.
Brenda. These text messages are coming in like it's just like the president running
Quit
in for
texting me.
presidential
My
campaign.
sisters.
But I think Caitlyn has a lot of potential. I think she'll be really great
Yeah.
in a couple of years.
I do
She
too.
seems like she kind of gets it, but
And
I'm
I
gonna
think
get
she's a
little-
real wrestling fan. I think
Yeah.
her and AJ were both actually wrestling fans. They weren't just models that were hired to be developed. They actually are real wrestlers.
That's
Well,
what's
look at her
excellent.
body. I mean, she's so athletic. She's
Right.
incredible.
Yeah.
She's a great athlete.
But
and so-
they do hire models to wrestle, and they train them to do this, and they do it a few months, and then
Yeah.
they get tired of it, and they leave
Right,
because
right.
it's
The
not
Bella
going their way.
twins,
they don't
Alicia
have
Fox,
a real passion for it. It's
Right.
like
You have
it's
to
something
really
they want
love
to
it.
try, and they think, well, I could get rich doing it.
Right. You have to really love
Get
it.
rich or die trying, right?
Exactly.
Right?
And you don't get rich at it.
Yeah, there's
No.
a difference between the people that go straight to development and the people that have to fight on the indies and get paid
Yeah.
$10 and pay to wrestle and
Well, it's the same
drive
in
Sandwiches, get
boxing.
paid with
It's
sandwiches.
miserable.
It's the
Yeah.
same in boxing, boxers.
It's the same with everything that we do, that you and I
Right,
do with the
right.
shows and this and that. We do a lot of things because we have the passion to do it.
We love it.
And we're not doing it for the paycheck.
Right.
It definitely comes.
Right. It
Eventually, in one
eventually
way,
comes.
shape, or form.
Exactly.
But when you have a passion for what you do and you try different things and you do them and you have the love for them, like you do with wrestling, you've given up everything for this right now.
Pretty much.
It's
yeah.
going to come your way
Amazing.
Yeah.
because you have the passion. You're not doing it for the money. You don't.
Right.
You want the money, but
Yeah.
it's not
Be
your
helpful,
It's
but,
not your.
yeah.
It's not your ultimate.
I just want to be
goal.
able to live.
I mean,
yeah.
Shannon, how many years did we wrestle for almost like $20, $30?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
less than that. I actually honestly wrestled one night for a sandwich, and I wasn't even hungry, but that's what I got paid in a sandwich. Yeah.
I've been wrestling for 5 months.
my
I've been doing
gosh.
shows. I've made $136 in those 5 months.
5 months.
Total,
Wow.
and no.
Yeah, but see, when I
and that's a
wrestled,
lot actually
Big.
for
when I
some
started,
people.
we had territory, so I got
Yeah.
paid every night. And back then, 30, 35 a night, and in 60s and
great.
70s was a lot of money.
Yeah.
And
That's
75
incredible.
on the Big Show or 100 and a half.
And you get
but
paid that 5 nights a week, right?
5 nights a week. And then some of the promoters up in Oregon say, geez, I'm sorry, kid, it's a little down tonight. So you give me
Yeah.
here's $3 for gas or beer. Well, I don't drink beer, so I'll take the gas.
Take the
at,
gas,
at
right.
19 cents a gallon. That was
Yeah.
a full tank.
Wow.
Back in the day, a lot of the territories they would go off of the house.
Right.
Like if it was a bad attendance, then the promoter would come up and go, sorry, I can't give you a guarantee.
Right.
But I can give you this. Here's a little something.
There was no guarantee.
Yeah.
You knew pretty much from the Hollywood boxing office or wrestling office, I was going to get $30 in Bakersfield, 35 in San Diego, 25 at the Olympic on Wednesday, Friday night at the Olympic, 75 to 150, 15 for Channel 13.
Wow.
15.
Just 15?
15. Wow.
For Channel 13. And the reason why is because Channel 13 was the big promo for the next show. So you're going to make money on that show by doing good Channel 13 and bringing people in. That's where you're going to make your percentage of the house because you got a percentage of the gate. The Athletic Commission was enforced. They checked the ticket sales. They did the box office. They knew exactly what the percentage was, and you weren't stiffed on your percentage.
Well, and wrestling didn't really find a place in television until what, the 70s, 80s? You know, I mean, there really wasn't, other than promos on the news.
Well, you're right.
You know, it wasn't. It was the 80s. I remember when it came out, and it was wrestling, and you could watch it at certain times. Obviously, we didn't have internet streaming it all the time, but I mean, that's when it really started to develop these huge superstars.
Right. Well, you would every so many years or every decade there would be someone that would come in that would take it to a new level, like the Gorgeous George, and then like later on when Hulk Hogan took off, I mean, it became mainstream. And
let's save that thought for old school.
That's a good idea.
Oh, I was just about to say we are running out of time, because we need to get to the main event here.
We've got Sheamus and Bryan, and Sheamus is one of those guys who might take it to the next level, right, Ryan?
Sheamus? Yeah, I definitely think so. I mean, I've said many times,
Okay.
I think he'll be the biggest star in the world in a few years, even though you're not
I'm
a
gonna
huge
disagree
fan.
with that. I don't have anything bad to say about the guy. I just think that he's kind of capped off right now. I think I don't think it gets any better for him.
Really?
So like now it's going off of the push they're giving him. But I mean, I could be wrong. I've been wrong maybe once before in my life.
Once. A little more than that. We only have 10 minutes left.
Yes.
But Mr. Anger Management, he's a little fussy, isn't he?
Bryan.
Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love him.
Yeah, this match was brilliant. By the way, was the Sheamus, Daniel Bryan. I liked some of the things in there. I don't think it was better than the Tensai on an old school like me loving it perspective, but I think like for the fans and for that the SmackDown of that night, it was like
it was
top
good.
notch. Like it was a main event match.
Yeah, and it was a good way to continue to build his submission hold, the Cloverleaf, and have him get a big win over Daniel Bryan clean going into tonight.
I saw something also in the match that I've never seen before from Daniel Bryan. He dropped toe holded Sheamus into the corner.
Buckle?
Which actually looked good because Sheamus was running at him like he was going to clothesline him. Sometimes people just run dopily at him like because they know they're taking a move.
Right.
But Sheamus ran in as if he was going to give him a move, and he actually countered it with the drop toe hold, which makes a ton of sense where some people just come in and they know they're taking the drop toe hold, so they just run into it.
How many times have we talked about that?
And then he kicked the rope after that, which I liked too.
Yeah, then he kicked the rope and like it hit him in the head. That was brilliant.
That was really
We've talked about this, right? You run into somebody, you don't run in to take the move, you run in meaning to do something, and then you receive the move.
Yeah.
It's called the counter.
The counter.
Otherwise, it's like it's called dopily running into something because you have to.
And you see it a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, especially in arm drags and a lot of this stuff. But yeah, should always be trying to do something offensive.
And then did you see the counter into the submission from Daniel Bryan when he caught him, and then he had him in that move and he jumped up and then he had him in that it was like a rear, not a rear naked choke, but he had him like in almost like a choke hold.
I think so.
You know
I'm
what
trying
I'm
to
talking about.
I'm trying to remember
But
back.
think. You're an encyclopedia. You should know this.
I know. I only got to watch it once, so
Once is enough.
this week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Usually
Can't watch it more than once.
Well, he jumped at him. Sheamus caught him and was going to do something and like flipped him up, and then he caught Daniel Bryan caught him in
I saw that.
He wrapped his legs around him.
Yeah.
And he had his arm around the top of his head.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ring a bell yet?
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, and he does that move. Yeah, I know what you're talking
He's
about.
just agreeing.
No, I know what you're
Just
talking about.
kidding.
I can't remember that part of the match specifically.
And your spider bite's getting more red by the
Yeah.
moment. Just so you know.
It's not a spider
It's
bite.
growing.
It's not a spider bite. It's
growing.
something I was picking at.
There's like stuff coming out of it.
I
Move over.
got hit in the face by
Speaking of
some
chokehold.
pus or something. Maybe.
Well, we can't do we're not doing predictions,
No.
but we can do a synopsis of this whole thing.
Yeah.
But wait, did you get to the finish of the match?
I thought we did talk about the finish.
No, we didn't. We
No.
didn't get there.
I'm sorry,
And,
Shannon.
and I'm sorry, but that was very good because he was saying no, and then all of
Yeah.
a sudden he's like, yes.
Yes.
And that was-
Yes.
No, he only said it once.
No, but I remember that.
I know. I'm just kidding.
By the way, I want
But
that shirt.
This one?
Yeah,
you can
Give it
have
to
it.
him. Take it off. Throw it over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I thought that was really good as far as like his character goes, where it was like it was a good finish and funny at the same time. It made me smile at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always a good thing to smile.
Yeah.
Especially at the end.
I
Yeah.
think.
Walk away happy.
Yeah, that's called a smiling ending.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
All right, Ryan. What else do you want to add to this?
I don't know. I think that I agree with Shannon. That's what I'll add. I liked it. I like the end. It definitely built Sheamus up for the match tonight too.
Over
over a major contender.
All right, the overall show of SmackDown. What do you rate it? What was your favorite match of the night?
Definitely the Tensai and Orton match. Just not the match along with Ziggler. Him Ziggler trying to attack him and him catching him. That whole thing. I just enjoyed the entire.
I think the whole story of the match was good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I know Brenda liked it.
I liked it. But I like Sheamus. I like his hair.
And it means something leading into their match tonight as well, too. I think they did a really good job building up that Ziggler-Orton match for tonight, and that's going to mean something.
What do you think?
I think they did a good job building up certain things, but I think they also buried certain things in the process, like the tag match that's supposedly coming up. Now, me, if I were watching as a fan, would have no interest in watching that match.
I agree.
Yeah.
Because Kofi and Truth look like second class to
Right.
the content, and they're the champions.
Yeah.
I know.
So if they go over on those guys cleanly, I'm talking about if Kofi
and Truth
go over cleanly, then like that would be a good thing. Where I'd be like, wow, that I did not see that coming.
Yeah.
And there's like no like animosity between Daniel Bryan and Kane. They just beat him cleanly, but that's not going to happen because it's very predictable.
Yeah, it almost feels like they're going to win, and they've almost. And
like
I don't
they
know that
jobbed
they're
them out
going to
before they
do
even
this,
got
but
up there.
it feels like they're like teasing. Oh, we're going to throw all these teams in, and then they're like, we need something for Bryan and Kane to do.
Yeah.
Let's throw the belts on them and just kill everything they've been building for. I don't know that they're going to do that, but it feels.
Now,
like
what
that.
is the actual match tonight? Is it just those two or is it a four-way?
It's Kofi and Truth versus Daniel Bryan and because last week they had the number one contendership and it was Darren Young and Titus O'Neil were the number one contenders. On Raw, AJ changed it and goes, no, you have to wrestle Daniel Bryan and Kane for the number one contendership.
Yeah.
So they just did that switch on Raw this week and changed the number one contendership real quickly for what's going into this match.
You know what I think about you?
What?
I think that down the road, once you establish your career, that you'd be great behind the scenes with WWE writing these storylines.
Oh, yeah. I'd love to do that.
I think you'd be awesome at it, honestly, Ryan, because you really have a good knowledge and grasp of what they need.
When I'm 75 and I retire
Doesn't
from
matter. I mean, you can do both.
No, definitely.
But it's a compliment. I really
thank you.
I really think that you have the mentality to handle that, because I think your ideas of where things should go are a lot better than what they're coming up with.
Do it.
Yeah.
Go get
I'm
it,
working
man.
on it. I'm
That's
trying.
right.
Anyway, put that in your bucket list.
I will.
Because it's just something that you're capable of.
Yeah, I mean, that's my want is to, I want to
Don't start twisting.
wrestle.
Don't start twisting.
But no, I want to wrestle for a while and then move behind the scenes
That's
because I
fine.
have my 10 years in production
That's fine.
and my film. So yeah, I know that's always been the plan.
Yep, you can do it. And about
Thank you.
I don't know what you can do. Nothing.
Nothing.
So your overall view of the show was okay for the first time out.
Absolutely. That was amazing.
You wouldn't become a wrestling fan, though.
Well, I have been a wrestling fan. Like I said, I started watching in the 80s with Hulk Hogan. I thought he was amazing. He was the person who drew me in because I thought he was such a great entertainer. He looked good, he was looking good out there.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was something really fun and interesting that I'd never seen before and not as bloody as boxing.
You just like him because he's tall and blonde like
white
you.
knuckles.
Who did you like? What performer did you like the best? What actual wrestler was your favorite?
Tonight.
You mean tonight?
Yeah.
I liked Kofi.
Kofi?
I
He's
really
good.
like
Yeah.
him.
He's definitely good.
I don't know. He's got a great vibe. And I like the way he relates to the audience. I like when he talks into the camera and he talks to you, how you just feel like he's talking to you. And he's very athletic. And he's cool to watch. I really like him.
Yeah, I just listened to.
And then I like Beth, like I said.
I just actually a great story on Kofi. I just heard him on Colt Cabana's podcast, which is really good. And he was talking about he was like an office guy. He finished college.
Right.
He was working for like Office Depot or something like that in a call center, and was just like, I got to get out of here and try my dream. And he went to Kowalski School in Massachusetts. But he was one of those guys that was in the workforce. You know, he wasn't an 18-year-old kid that went in. He went to college, got his degree, was in the workforce, and was like, "This isn't working for me. I gotta take a shot at my dream." And
he's got something he can go back on, fall
Mm-hmm.
back on too, which is good.
Yeah.
He's
but
a smart
I think
guy.
he's got a long career. I mean, I think he's got a really long career.
Yeah,
I
he can do things that other people can't do.
Yeah,
So
the only bad
too.
thing though is if you say he's got a long career, is his career might be based on him doing those certain moves.
That's
when
true.
he gets older, or if he gets injured, he's
can't
not going to be
do
able to
them.
do those
No, you're
moves,
right.
and that's
And
why
we've seen that with Sin Cara.
personality goes a long way.
I mean, it's but same thing like with Mike Tyson. I mean, you know, until he stopped winning.
Mike Tyson.
But Mike Tyson was good when he was winning.
Yeah.
And then when he stopped winning, he started biting people's ears off and, you know, doing the things that he did. People just kind of turned on him. I mean, and he was getting older, but had he, you know, still been able to do the things in the youth that he did when he got older.
Mike Tyson was
that's a good point.
he was a beast in his day. He was untouchable.
In the words of Willie Nelson, I have a wonderful future behind me.
Yeah.
And he actually made a good point too with Kofi. If Kofi all of a sudden couldn't jump anymore,
Right, that's what I'm saying.
he's got a
getting
great
older.
personality, and I think he could adjust it because he's you know, he's an infectious guy. He's got a really great personality.
But is
where
his
we've seen with
personality enough?
He might, but as someone like Sin Cara, who's now come back from injury, he's not doing quite the same. He's got no personality. He's just got that mask and points, and we're missing something with him. You know, I think if same thing happened to Kofi, he might be in a better spot.
I think so.
Yeah.
All right, Brenda.
Very cool. Yes.
Let's promote whatever you're doing. Where can we find you, and what are you doing?
BrendaEpperson.com. You guys, I'm all over Facebook.
Yeah.
You know, we're on Facebook friends, www.
Yes, we are.
You know, Facebook, Brenda Epperson, my page, Brenda Epperson 2. I'm working on some new music.
Yep.
You can find it on iTunes. Just put in Brenda Epperson.
Okay.
What else am I doing? I host Actors E.
Yes.
On www.actorsentertainment.com.
Yes.
I love wrestling. I love you guys. I love this show. Some of the people that were on my Facebook are like, I love AfterBuzz TV. I'm going to watch. I love that show. And Ric Drasin, you guys, it's awesome to talk with you.
Thank you, Brenda.
And you know what? Watching all the wrestling and everything for this show has made me like, I got to watch it more and more and more. Because it really is, it's amazing sport.
In that case, you would come back.
I'm coming back, of
Okay,
course.
great. Okay,
you
good.
have me.
Okay, Ryan.
Tomorrow night I will be on AfterBuzz Raw talking about
Yes,
Monday
you
Night
will.
Raw, and then October 20th I have Millennium Pro Wrestling in Simi Valley, California.
Wow.
And then October 27th I will be wrestling for Alpha Omega Wrestling in my first stadium show in a baseball stadium up in
nice.
Palmdale.
That's
so,
great.
I mean, it holds up to 2,000, and maybe it'll be 20, but who knows? It'll still be a bigger venue.
20,000?
Yeah, no. That'll be awesome.
Miss Ballard.
Oh yeah. Next week on Friday we will be up in Big Time Wrestling in Northern California defending our tag team titles.
Yes.
And then the week after that I will be in Las Vegas with you, taking you and your award out to dinner.
Well, thank you.
Are you going out?
Heck yeah, I'm going to the Olympia.
This is the first time I've ever noticed that hairpiece looks really real.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? I put it on straight this time.
Yes,
It looks really
You
good.
look like Steven Seagal.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And then I
The not bloated Steven Seagal.
yeah. You made me lose my train of thought now. Oh, I was talking about
Yes.
and I will be trying to get as many free samples at the Olympia Expo as I can take home with me. Hopefully a year's full.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
And then I will be in the meat department at Ralph's tonight shopping. So
Yes.
Boxing.
not boxing, shopping.
Shopping.
I'm
Well,
comparing.
do you know where to find me?
Comparing. No, where do I find you?
You can find me at rickdrasin.com and
Love it.
rickscorner.com, where I interview legends from wrestling and bodybuilding from the past. And you can find me in Las Vegas on the 26th and 27th of this month at the World Gym Convention, where I'm receiving the Joe Gold Lifetime Achievement Award.
That's
Oh,
amazing.
And I will be-
congratulations.
And with
That is
that,
awesome.
I'm going to take that. I'm taking that award, and I'm going right to Starbucks for that tall drip.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
Maybe with
That's
the
all
award, I
good.
can get it for $1.65.
Yeah.
Or free. Where are
Yeah.
you going to stay when you're in Vegas?
I'm going to say whatever comes to my mind, like it does right now. I have no idea yet.
You have no idea where you're
No.
going to stay.
I'm
Okay.
going to be doing the presenting forum.
No, I said, where are you going to stay? What hotel? What's your favorite hotel?
At the Mirage. That's where the
The
convention
Mirage.
is.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Great.
I just know I'm going to be the last to leave the building because I don't have a ride.
Ride a tiger. Do they still have the tigers there? No.
They have tiger's milk.
Yeah, I will. Maybe they'll have some tiger milk samples.
Well, thank you for watching AfterBuzz, and we're going to go into old school wrestling, but SmackDown After Show. Just stay tuned as we go into the past history of wrestling, the archives from 1937 forward. Ooh.
Whoa.
We'll be here.
37.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.